The new Cosori wireless meat thermometer. Should you spend your hard-earned money and buy one? I'm about to unbox and review this, so let's find out right now.
One Pizza 2 ready, cooking and unboxing videos.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today, like I've just said, I'm going to be unboxing and reviewing this new Cosori wireless meat thermometer. Now, obviously, Cosori, normally known for air fryers like the one that I unboxed last week in this video, going head to head now with Ninja and also other brands like Inkbird, who have also done wireless thermometers. Interesting time of year to bring this out before Christmas. Is it a good stocking filler for you to buy? Possibly. I'm really intrigued to get this open. We're going to get it set up on the app as well, and I'm also going to show you how to do a little calibration test to check that it is reading correctly. So I'm going to move you in a little bit closer, we'll have a look around the box and we'll get it open and see what the fuss is about. So there we have the box, and this is how it will come to you as well. Pretty straightforward. It's got the details of it on the front. It's got a little bit about obviously the apps and where to download it. A little bit of information saying that it's for household use only, and a little picture and dimensions, etc. on the side of the box. First thing we're going to do is we're going to get this open. And it comes in a nice little holder. So this holder, also here's the probe and this is the holder. It's got the Cosori logo on the side, and on the back it's got two magnets, and again just a little bit of information about the model number, about the battery voltage, etc. And in the case, or in the box even, it also comes with a quick start guide. So this shows you that you need to take it out of the box, you need to pull the little battery tabs, you need to leave it to charge for 2 hours. You can then connect it to the VeriSync app, and how to take it in and out of the case. You then have a little bit more detailed user manual. You'll have to get your glasses out for this because the writing is minute. And you have a little bit about the extended warranty card. So it comes with a 2-year warranty if you register it with Cosori. So like the quick start guide says, what we're going to do is we're going to pull this tab, but first of all I'm just going to show you the battery. So it's just a Philips AAA battery inside the back. I'm going to pull the tab out like so. I'm just going to put the cover back on the back. Now I would have liked this to be USB-C chargeable really, that would have really kind of set it off. Okay, we've then got the probe itself. So to take this probe out, you push it down. The base in here, if I can get it on the camera, is actually spring loaded, so it keeps it in the holder. And there's like a little ball at the top which connects or sits into the little ball shape divot on the top of the thermometer. So there's a little label on the thermometer. It says always insert the thermometer up to the line. So where this label is, there's a little line in the metal. I'll show you when I take this off. And it just says the same on both sides. So let's pull this off. Like so. And you might just be able to see, if I hold it there, that little line on the metal probe. That's where you insert it into the meat. Now it does state that this should not be used inside anything like a deep fat fryer. It can't get fully submerged. It is water resistant but not waterproof, so you can't completely submerge this in water. It also says that it shouldn't be in contact directly with coal on the barbecue or any other heating sources. So let's say for example you're going to use it in your air fryer, you need to make sure that it isn't near the elements directly. I do like the look of this. I like the fact that it's quite sleek. I particularly like the fact it's got 2 magnets on the back to attach it to your cooking area, especially if you've got a nice little barbecue shack. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to get the tape measure, and I'm just going to get some sizes for you. So the length of the unit itself is 15.5 centimeters, and the width on the back is 3.2 centimeters, and the overall depth is 2.7 centimeters. Now let's have a look at the probe itself. So the depth to the insert into the meat line is 5.5 centimeters, and the overall length of the thermometer from tip to the top is 12.8 centimeters. Now as I remove this from the case, the Bluetooth will automatically turn on. So if I take this out, you will see the little light here flashing to say that you can now connect to the app via Bluetooth, which is what I shall do now. To turn the Bluetooth off at any time, pop it back in the holder and it will switch it off. So what I'm going to do now is go to the VeriSync app. Once I'm there, I'm going to go to my devices and I'm going to press plus, and it'll search for the device. Once you've got the device showing on your screen, so mine says Cosori Meat Thermometer, I'm going to select it, and it gives you a little bit of information then on how to check the battery level of the thermometer. So it says short press to check the battery level of charging, case by LED indicator. So that is this one here. So I'm just going to press agree and I'm going to carry on. It says before use make sure you remove the plastic pull tab from the back of the battery, so that's what we've done, and I'm going to press next. And it says charging, please leave the thermometer for at least 2 hours to charge before use. So obviously I'm like all of you, I'm not going to do that. It says now remove the thermometer from the case, which we've already done. When the light blinks green, which it is, the thermometer has successfully connected to the charging case. So it now says that it's connecting to the device, and it says your device is now ready to go. So I'm going to press finish, and there we go. So you'll see, because I've not been able to wait because I'm too impatient, it does say that it needs charging, and it has now disconnected. Okay, let's try this again. So I'll give it another 10 minutes in the charging dock, and the little lights come back on. So it says that I'm connected again. So it gives you a little introduction, and I'm just going to say watch me later, and then it tells you the temperatures, and you can set up cooking. Now I'm going to go to settings, and I'm going to change it to degree C, because obviously I'm in the UK and that's what we do. I'm going to keep all the sounds to default, and device name I'm going to leave it as Smart Thermometer. So you'll see now it now says 20 degrees, so where I am inside is 20 degrees. Then set up cooking. So now it gives you a nice choice of pre-settings you can use. Let's go with beef, because we all have beef a different way. So let's go to sirloin. Now I'm going to tell it that I want it rare, and that's telling me it needs to cook to 49 degrees. And it says, now it says smart cook, it says pair your thermometer with your Cosori air fryer. So I can then choose which of my air fryers to use. So we'll say let's use the dual blaze, and then you can pair the two together. That's pretty impressive. You can then press cook now. It says food safety warning, target temperature may be too low and you risk food poisoning. Yeah, so that's because obviously it's below the 75 degree magic number, but we're going to press cook now. It tells you how to insert the probe into the meat, and also says to keep the charging case as close as possible, because obviously that's the bit that connects to your phone, and off it goes. It says that it's now cooking. Obviously we don't have any meat attached to it, so it's not really cooking. So what I'm going to do now is press end cook, and it asks me if I want to stop cooking. I'm going to press yes, and we go back to the main screen. So I think that's pretty good how that connects with your air fryer and it all works in sync. So to me that tells me that we can use this in the air fryer, but like I say, you need to make sure that it's not near the actual heating element. So next what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the camera out a little bit, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to check this probe is calibrated right and what it's reading on the phone on the app is true. So now we need to know what this is actually doing. Is it correct out of the box? And the way to do that is you need to test the calibration, and you should do this with your temperature probe at least, I would say, for home use every 6 months, just so you're making sure that it's reading accurately. The way to do that is to use some boiling water. We all know that water boils at 100 degrees, therefore if the thermometer is in boiling water and the app is saying that it's reading 100 degrees, give or take 1 to 2 degrees either way, we know that that's calibrated right. If it's way out, like 10 degrees out, then obviously it's not calibrated right from the factory, so there's a bit of an issue. But let's find out. And the way I'm going to do that, and the way you could do it, is simply get a kettle, boil a kettle. No need to go fancy. So I've got the Cosori glass kettle here. Again, never used this, so let's have a look. Kettle. Instruction book. Again, a little leaflet on the Cosori products and the base, and then it's just packaging. So I'm going to plug this in. Just take it out of the. This kettle's go, that's pretty swish. Nice little tea strainer in the top and the button to lift the lid. So let's get this boiling. And what we're going to do, we're going to get it boiling, and I'm going to carefully hold the probe in the water whilst we check the app and see what it says. So let's get some water in. Okay, we're up to the maximum line. Let's shut the lid and let's switch it on, and it changes colour. Nice. So while we're waiting for that to boil, I'm going to take the probe out of the stand so it turns the Bluetooth on. The little light's flashing, and I'm going to go to my phone and go to the VSync app, and it's automatically connected, and it gives you the internal temperature of the probe. All I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it on this screen, because this screen should change as we're going and should tell us the temperature of the kettle. Now I know they said this is a rapid kettle, but already you can see the bubbles starting to form at the bottom. The base is staying cool, a little bit warm now there. Obviously I'm going to have to be a bit careful about the steam, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a little pair of tongs to hold the thermometer. So I'm actually going to use the rubber tongs that came with the Cosori dual blaze twin fry air fryer, and my idea is I won't burn my hands. I can hold this safely to get the temperature and check it. I'm actually going to open the lid. Let's see if it shuts off. The steam coming now. lift the lid open. I'm just going to hold this in down to the line that we spoke about earlier, and already this is flying up. So it's now, yeah, I would say we're at a rolling boil, and it's just adjusting itself temperature wise now, and it says we are at 90, 98. Go up anymore. So it's stopped at 98 degrees. Okay, so I'm just going to switch that off. I'm going to shut the lid pretty quick. 98 degrees. So that is within the 2-degree tolerance either way. So that can be classed as a well calibrated probe. You know, out of 100 degrees, it's only out by 2%, which isn't too bad for one of these. Obviously, it's just come out of boiling water, and already it's bone dry because of the heat. And I'm just going to pop this back into here. Now, obviously, make sure it's a little bit cool before you put it back in. Right, let's talk the important stuff. Let's talk about price point of this thermometer. Do I think it's any good, and would I personally go out and buy it? Okay, so the price point for this currently on Amazon, this is £99.99, so £100. So let's look at two competitors. So the Ninja probe is £89.99. However, would I buy the Ninja probe, being a big Ninja fan, over the Cosori probe? I'm gonna say no for one main reason. I like the way this connects to the smart air fryers via the app, and it all syncs in together using the same app. Maybe in the future, if Ninja bring out smart connected air fryers, it may change, but I'm guessing their price point will change as well. Now let's look at another competitor on the barbecue side of things. We've done air fryer and indoor cooking. Let's have a look at the barbecue, outdoor cooking competitor. And the Meteor 2 Pro is generally its competitor. They're all single probes, and the Meteor is £130. Now, that currently has £40 off, taking it to £90. Out of the two, which would I buy? Well, the Meteor has been around for a long time. They're a well-known, trusted probe company. I like the way they use the little wooden blocks as well to store it in instead of plastic. However, for me, the connectivity of this one, if you have already bought into the Cosori sort of brand and the Cosori air fryers, then I would say go with that. And I'm sure this will have deals on, like the grill probe, the older style one of these is currently on offer at £79.99. I'm sure this will have deals on too, because let's face it, they're not going to want to lose out on sales compared to Ninja, etc. I do think still £100 represents good value for the technology, and you know, the build quality of the probe itself I think is really, really good. And if you look at industrial probes that kitchens use, they're way over that price point anyway, generally. Right, over to you. Let me know in the comments, do you own a smart probe? So a smart wireless probe, do you own one? Is it this one? Is it a different model? Let me know what model you have. Let me know what you think of it. Do you own this one? Let me know. Or are you now in the market to buy one? If you are, head down into the description in the video below and be sure to check out the links there I've got to the Cosori Amazon store. So thanks for watching, everyone. Make sure you are hitting that subscribe bell and notifications so you don't miss future content. And I'll see you again very soon.
One pizza too many.